Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to College Like a Titan. This is episode 1. We actually did do a previous episode, but it's more like a warm-up. So I think this one is our inaugural episode. So welcome to College Like a Titan. I'm your co-host. My name is Carl Yeh. I work in student affairs. I'll have my co-host introduce himself.
Hello, my name is Deontay Carter. I work in student life and leadership development. I'm an administrative support specialist. And I'm here today to join you all and walk us through some of the wonderful departments we have here at LCC. We'll start with Mrs. Marci Parker.
My name's Marci Parker, and I work in the Gender Equity Center at LCC. I'm a project specialist.
My name is Taya, and I am in athletics, and I work game management, rec sports, and event coordinator.
Welcome to our guests, Marci and Taya. In this particular episode, we are going to try to cover rec sports, athletics, and the Gender Equity Center. And so, like Deontay said, we're just trying to introduce many different campus resources and activities to hopefully make for a better student life experience for you. So we're just going to go dive right in, and we're going to start asking a few questions, and we'll see where it takes us. Deontay, you want to ask the first question? I'll let you choose. You choose whoever you want to go first.
I think I'm going to go with Marci. And Marci, I have a question for you. What benefits do students have in joining an identity union? And if you could elaborate on that, that would be great.
In the Gender Equity Center, or just
in the Gender Equity Center?
Okay.
Because from what I'm understanding, the Gender Equity Center is not an identity union, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
We have GSA is housed in the Gender Equity Center, and that is an identity group for LGBTQ plus, and they have a group, like I said, that's housed in our center.
Okay, so what other resources or benefits do students have when they attend or come to the Gender Equity Center?
We have a program called Women in Transitions that is a class designed to help women gain self-sufficiency. It helps with self-esteem, self-empowerment. It helps with different things.
Okay, wonderful. And are there any other programs or classes offered in the GEC or that can be found there? I know when I walk inside, there's always people moving about, and there's always these activities that can be done, or a safe space for people to share.
Right. We have computers with internet access and printer. We have a lending library with mostly women's issues, and we just started getting LGBTQ books, and so it's kind of slow at this point.
I got you. Well, hopefully with us doing more of these talks that we can increase participation and get it back to a not normalcy, but almost close enough, So I think next up, I'm going to propose the question to you, Taya, the same way, but just worded a little differently. So what benefits or resources do students have when joining recreational sport or activity?
So with our rec sports in a normal school year, which this has not yet started as, we offer open gyms. So you can come in during open gym times, and there's open basketball, open volleyball, badminton, our normal things we offer. And then for a discounted price, we offer access to the FEC, so the fitness. I don't know exactly what FEC stands for, unfortunately. The fitness center downstairs in the first floor of Building 5. And then we offer a really cheap entrance into the weight room for whatever hours that I'm available to supervise.
Okay. So you
Usually,
can fitness education center and the weight room.
right, and they're both discounted, and they're not classes. They're just, you come in, you use what you want. You don't have to worry about, a teacher grading you or somebody watching your attendance. You come as you want. For the term, you just have to use the CRN and sign up for it. And then I usually get a list of names. You just sign in every time you come. Let me know that you're there.
Okay.
So those are some benefits. You get exercise for free or discounted. And then during the school year, we also sell and give away free tickets or discounted tickets to events. In the past, we've done things like Splash. We have had M's tickets. We've had U of O women's basketball tickets, movie tickets. What else? The zoo, wildlife safari, and most of those are discounted. Sometimes we have free, but most of the time it's just a really decent discount for students that are currently enrolled at Lane. And then we also do family events once a month. So there are events that we offer. You can come by and that's where you get your free tickets. Come by, pick up a couple of free tickets during ticket office hours, and go and enjoy some time with your family doing, swimming, whatever cool things I can find out there that they will allow us to do, like an event in. So it'll be interesting to see when this all opens back up what I can offer. Currently, I don't have anything because we don't have any students here to participate in them. It's hard to get students right now.
Agreed, especially when students are, learning virtually and, focused on their academics. You can't fault them for it. But I can definitely say I have took advantage of some of those tickets, like those M games. They've been great. And so that's good to know. I appreciate that. I'm going to pass it to Carl and let Carl ask some questions.
Oh, thanks, Deontay. Hey, Randy to the rescue. So Randy's in media services and is doing this production for us. And he wrote in the chat that Fitness Education Center is what FEC stands for. But Taya, don't feel bad. I forget acronyms I use all the time, like for 20 years. So it happens. I'm going to stick with Taya for a little bit. I'll get to you, Marci. So I'm a new student to Lane Community College, and I'm really glad you mentioned the family things, because students coming into Lane can be either like fresh out of high school, which doesn't mean you don't have a family either, but or you can be much older and have kids, adult kids.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
We're not that old.
Right, and everywhere in between, right? So why is exercise so important? Like what is the point of this? And if you could, especially as a student, like what is the benefit of exercise?
That's a great question. So exercise is not in my wheelhouse of knowledge, except for the fact that I know when I personally exercise, I feel better. It helps my self-esteem. It helps my energy. It helps me feel better throughout the day in general. So, those are just some benefits of exercising.
So I see you coordinate the stuff to make us do it.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm fairly new to this. I actually started this position right before the pandemic started. So some questions I don't really have answers to, but I will do my best.
That's okay.
Well, thanks, Taya. Going to Marci. So kind of the same question, which is like, I'm coming in, I'm new, why would I want to stop by the GEC? And just so you know, while I actually forgot to mention, I don't know Taya, so this is actually good for me to get to know you better. And if you want to ask, I think it's only fair that our participants get to ask us some questions too. So we'll do some of that. But Marci, I walk by your office, I see you in the hallway, and that's me as a fellow administrator. But if I'm a student, why should I walk in?
Well, the first thing is during the regular school year, you'd smell our coffee and want to come in and get a cup of coffee.
That's true. That's very true.
Because that's the best coffee on campus. But right now we're not serving coffee. So the next thing is we've got lots of people coming in, and there's usually a hustle and bustle in there. And we've got lots of information and referral for all over campus. And that's a great thing that we have, and support and resources for on campus.
Oh, I would say you've got that area very, very welcoming and nicely organized too. I think there is something that is, I was going to say, if you didn't say, I was going to say, like when I walk by, if I were a student, I feel almost like I would want to come in anyway, just because it looks very comfortable in there. So, but it sounds like there's lots of resources I can use, free coffee, and people to talk to.
Right. Lots of
People to talk to, books, all sorts of things.
Right.
And remind us, Marci, where are you located again?
Building 1, room 202.
Yeah. And one day we'll be back. And so
Yes. We're open on Monday and Thursday from 9 to 3. We're closed from 12:30 to 1:30 for lunch.
yeah. I don't know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Sorry, Delta, if I can ask one more. Because it's pandemic, how can I access the GEC if I can't come to campus or I'm not able to come to campus?
You can call us at 541-463-5353. You can also get us at the hub Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays from 9 to 3.
And this is a support hub, right?
Support hub, yes,
Yeah.
sorry.
And I think for those in the audience, you can get there if you just go to tutoring. I think if you just type tutor into the webpage search, it will get you to the support hub, which has more than just tutoring, obviously. So
Yes.
And Taya, really quickly, same question. If now that we're pandemic and such, how can I access you even if I can't come to campus?
Athletics has their own section on the main webpage. And if you go to athletics and you go to the more, I think there is a direct link under more that goes to the rec sports page on the Lane main page. It's kind of hard to find us, honestly.
Well, how about this? Let me propose another question. Say we were on campus and I was looking to, find out where you all are housed. Where are you housed on campus?
Building 5, room 204. That is my office. That is where you can buy tickets, where you can see a bulletin board that'll have events coming up, the events we offer, and the tickets we offer.
Now, I do know that you all offer Taya open gym and things like that. Now, if I remember correctly, you all are also looking to expand in the summertime too. I know that's like our slow term and the shortest term that we have in our academic calendar year. So is that also a thing?
Yes, tentatively. Yes, potentially I would like to offer more rec sports during the summer because we don't offer very many. So I would like to do outdoor sports like outdoor soccer, maybe even just access to the track with some added perks. And if possible, if we ever get our baseball field turfed, I would love to offer that, but it would have to wait until our field is turfed.
Understood. You ladies have both went to college, yes? Yes and no. Okay. All right. So let me ask you this. For Marci, who went to college, did you participate throughout your college years in an identity union of any sort, or did you just go to college and then finished?
I did just go to college and finish. I went through the Women in Transitions class though.
Oh, okay. And could you talk a little bit more about that and the benefits of participating?
Yeah. If I wouldn't have gone through the Women in Transitions class, I would not have graduated from college. I can tell you that. But
Okay.
I
Why is that?
because I had support from the center, which used to be the Women's Center, and I had support from the women in the class and the staff in the center, and all of the women that used to work in the center. And so I just feel like if I wouldn't have gone through the class and got the direction that I had from the classes, I would never have finished school.
Okay. So it was like a village and they refused to not let you in. You
That's
had
right.
to win in that village. Okay.
And
okay.
that's how I feel about working in the center now, is I refuse to let those women fall through the cracks. And the other students that come in the center, I refuse to let them fall through the cracks.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Marci.
Okay,
so for Taya,
if it's okay, quick follow-up with Marci. If I'm a woman and interested in this program, how do I find out more about it and maybe even apply or get in?
Well, you can contact the GEC and come to information session with me. And that's the first step to get into the classes.
Are there any special qualifications I should be aware of?
You just have to identify as a woman, and you have to have your GED or high school diploma to get financial aid.
Oh, very good.
Excellent. Thank you. So Taya, I am going to propose a similar question. Being that you didn't go to college, but I know that you have worked in this institution for quite some time, like myself, how has working in this institution or other institutions been beneficial for you in helping and assisting students?
I have worked in several departments on campus, not just
like what? Go ahead, list some.
I have worked in the food service. I worked in custodial. I worked in maintenance. I worked in the laundry. I worked in the CML. Wow. And now I am in athletics.
Oh, wow. So all of that. And how has it helped you navigate when it comes to students, and especially students who are actually in rec sports?
So when I first started here, I was very young and very, very shy. Very shy. It has really helped me to come out of my shell. I have no problem talking to random people. I would have never done something like this when I was first started here, ever. So I really have enjoyed, I've made great relationships with students. I've become very good friends with people that I've met through jobs that have gone to school here. And I just really enjoy, everybody has a different story, a different background. So it's really nice to be able to meet and interact with people from all different walks of life. And, you know, it's really a good place to be when you can meet someone that you would have never thought. You get to learn things that normally you wouldn't learn. You know, when you're meeting somebody from a different culture, a different background, it's really a good feeling to go, oh, that is a really cool fact about you. I'm really glad that you're here to teach me that or to find that out.
That's awesome, Taya. That's it. I think you just described college.
I have been here a long time.
Well, I think I feel like we've done a pretty good job of hitting the main things. So maybe this is a good time just to kind of start wrapping up a little bit. Maybe you tell us, is there something we didn't ask you, like you really want to share about your programs that you think every student should know?
I want to say something about Marci's program, to be honest.
Oh yeah, please do.
I have just a few interactions or experiences with her program, but it's always extremely welcoming and inviting and very friendly. And I always appreciate any time that I go into that area and get to interact with the people that are in there.
Thank you.
And then my other thing, just because sports is also a part of my job with
Yeah.
athletics. All indoor sports are free for Lane students and Lane employees. And so we really like to encourage students to come out and support, you know, their classmates and the college in general by watching their teams.
That's right. Go Titans, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Titans, and this is the platform to promote. So I do actually have a question. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
something that just came back to me. So now there is a difference when they're in a student capacity, right? So there are students who pay the activity fee and there are students who don't. So if I wanted to do rec sports or I even wanted to come into the center, do I have to pay the student activity fee or no?
For my department, you do not have to pay student activity fee to come in.
You have to be an active Lane student, but the activity fees are something that help provide the discounted activities that I'm able to offer. The amount that we get from the student fees is what helps me to be able to buy tickets and do the different events, but you
And
don't have to pay
equipment,
them.
things like that. I got you. So
Yeah.
one does and one doesn't. Okay, that's very helpful, especially for like some students who are just starting school, you know, and trying to figure things out, whether they want to be online or come in person, or let's say a person who's starting a little bit later and wants to, you know, get knowledge about this course or that course, or just start a new career. So thank you. That's very helpful. Appreciate that.
You know, Deontay, you gave me an idea, which is that we should probably do a whole show just on what do your student fees pay for. It's
I agree.
cool, right?
Yep.
I'm sure a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
students.
good.
Well, we know one thing they pay for, so that's good.
Yes.
Your athletics and competitions and stuff like that, or contribute towards it to the
Well,
ticket.
not necessarily
Oh.
athletics,
Yeah.
but
Right, not the program itself, but the tickets to
the
go.
recreational sports
Yeah.
aspect of it. Yes.
Awesome. And then we'll wrap up with Marci. What's the one thing that you want students to know?
That we're open and to come in and see us. We want students to come in. So
Yeah, that's the first step, isn't it? And I think one thing I brought to ask you, Marci, which was that, you know, as a person who identifies as a male, I think when they hear the word gender, they often think women, and they think that this is not a place for them too, but it can be. Isn't that right?
yes, everyone's welcome in the Gender Equity Center. So everyone.
Yeah, whether you identify as man, male, female, or anything else,
Right.
the GEC is there for you.
Yes, we want everybody to feel welcome in our center. Yep.
That's excellent.
And I guess I should probably take this time as well for student life and let it be known that we also welcome everyone. We want everyone to participate, especially in the Learning Garden. Currently, we are seeking volunteers to help us harvest and, you know, maintain our produce and fruits and all other types of things that we have. That actually supports our rainy day food pantry, which is open on Tuesdays from 9:30 to 3:30. Please schedule 24 hours in advance. We appreciate it, so we can pack it all up nice for you. But we still take walk-ins same day. But yes, the Learning Garden supplies our rainy day food pantry, which is available to all the students on campus. So even if you do come up to campus, please stop by, get some free food. You know, we don't want it to go to waste. We want to feed you. As well as, let me see, we also donate to FFLC, which is Food for Lane County, through the Learning Garden. And also in student life, we are looking for more senators for our student government. We would love to have more participation. We're also about to start, I think next term, a shift with elections. So please get involved with student leadership, and as well as student activity fee. That's where you learn where the fees go. So yes, we will do a show in the future, but the SAFC is also looking for participants as well. So all across the board, we're just trying to get things back to as normal in this abnormal time and space we're operating in. So thank you.
Well, Marci Parker with the Gender Equity Center and Taya Ream with Athletic and Rec Sports, thank you so much for spending time with us today. And I learned a lot and get to know both of you even better. And we hope to have you back someday in the future. So have a great day.